Good afternoon, children. My name is Ishwar and I am working as a science teacher in Nalanda Olympiad English Medium High School. Today I am going to explain about mode of nutrition in animals. Children, generally animals contain heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Why? Because why the animals contain heterotrophic nutrition, children? Because the animals which directly depends on others for their food requirements is called heterotrophic nutrition. So generally the animals taken food which is in the solid state and later it converts into simple ones, and then our body absorbs the nutrients which is present in the food and remove the waste from the body. This nutrition which is present in the animals is called holozoic nutrition. What is meant by holozoic nutrition? Holozoic nutrition means the nutrition or the food which we taken from the mouth and later it converts into simple ones and absorb the nutrients and removes the waste. And this nutrition and the whole nutrition is referred as holozoic nutrition. And it contains several following steps. First one, ingestion. Children, what is meant by ingestion? Ingestion means the taking of food. The taking of food is called as ingestion. Children, for example, in human beings, with the help of our mouth, we can take the food into our stomach. Like that, all the organisms are taken food with the help of their mouth. And the next one, digestion. Children, digestion means breakdown of complex substance into simple ones. Generally the food is in solid state. In the digestion process, the solid complex substance which break down into simple ones, and this process is known as digestion. Next step, children. Next steps, absorption. Children, absorption means the absorbing of nutrients in the food. In this process, it absorbs the nutrients which is present in the food. In the next one, assimilation. Assimilation means the utilizing of nutrients which is from the absorbed food. Children, in the assimilation process, it utilizes the nutrients which is absorbed, which is present in the absorbed food, and it transport to the various body parts. And the last one, adjustion. Children, simple adjustion. Adjustion means elimination or removing the waste materials from the body. Children, the whole process and these five steps are referred as holozoic nutrition. So the children, in the previous class we discussed about the mode of nutrition in animals and the holozoic nutrition. In this class I am going to explain about human digestive system. So the children, human digestive system mainly contains two parts. One is alimentary canal, and the second one is digestive glands. Let us know about the alimentary canal and their functions. The alimentary canal is a tract which opens with mouth and ends with the anus in the human being. So it contains several parts. They are, first one, mouth, and then esophagus or food pipe, and then stomach, and then small intestine, and then large intestine, rectum, anus. So the children, this is the flowchart of our human digestive system. First the food is entered with the help of mouth, and then it goes through the esophagus, and then it enters into stomach to small intestine to large intestine, and then it goes to rectum, and through the anus it will be removed from our body. So next one, digestive glands. Children, these glands are associated with the alimentary canal, and it contains several enzymes which helps in the conversion of complex substances into simple ones. They are liver, pancreas, salivary glands, and gastric glands. These are known as the digestive glands of the human digestive system. Let us learn about the functions of the parts. First one, mouth. So the children, generally we take food with the help of our mouth. The inside of the mouth is called buccal cavity. What? Buccal cavity. And this buccal cavity contains teeth, tongue, and salivary glands. Teeth which helps the grind or chew the food, and the tongues helps in mixing of the food, and then the salivary, the 3 pairs of salivary glands secretes saliva, and saliva contains salivary amylase, which helps in the conversion of carbohydrates into simple sugars. The process of chewing with involvement of movement of jaws and teeth is known as mastication. Children, mastication means the chewing of food which involves the movement of jaws and teeth is known as mastication. And then esophagus. Children, here is the diagram of human digestive system. This is the mouth, and then the pipe is known as food pipe or esophagus. Let us learn about it. Esophagus, it is a long tube-like structure which connects the mouth to the stomach. Children, in the mouth section, the tongue pushes the moist food, which is known as bolus. It pushes the bolus towards the pharynx, and then the pharynx pushes the food into stomach through the esophagus. In this process, we observe several rhythmic contractions or wave-like movements. These contractions are the wave-like movements which are produced by the muscular cells of esophagus, and these wave-like movements are known as peristaltic movements. And the movements are called peristaltic movements. Through the peristaltic movements, the bolus enters into stomach. Next one, stomach. Children, this is the stomach. This is the part of stomach. How does it look like? It looks like J-shaped bag-like structure. It receives the food from the esophagus at one end and it connects to the small intestine at another end. So it contains several digestive enzymes and hydrochloric acid and mucus. The hydrochloric acid which kills the bacteria present in the food and keeps the stomach in the acidic medium. And the mucus, the lining, and the mucus protects the lining layer of stomach. It protects the lining layer of stomach from the action of hydrochloric acid. And then the food enters into the small intestine. Children, before going to small intestine, I want to tell about digestive glands. First one, liver. Children, liver is a reddish colored gland which is present above the stomach. And it is called as liver. It is the largest gland in our body. It secretes bile juice. Bile juice does not contain any enzymes. Children, bile does not contain any enzyme, but it plays a very important role in the digestion of fats. Another one is pancreas. Children, it is a leaf-shaped gland present below the stomach. And it secretes pancreatic juice. This pancreatic juice converts the carbohydrates into sugars and the proteins into amino acids and the fats into fatty acids. And then small intestine. It is the longest part. In the digestive tract. Here it is. This is called small intestine. It is approximately 6 to 7 meters and it is very highly coiled. And here the digestion of food takes place in the small intestine and then it goes into large intestine. Children, compared to small intestine, it is shorter and wider. It is shorter and wider. It absorbs the water and the salt nutrients which is present in the undigested food. Children, before this, in the small intestine, there are some finger-like projections called villi. It helps in the absorbing the nutrients from the food and utilizes for the body to do various activities or functions. And then the large intestine absorbs the salt nutrients and the water from the undigested food. And the remaining food or waste material are entered into the rectum. Rectum. It is a sac-like structure. This one. It is a sac-like structure which stores the undigested food or waste material temporarily, and then it enters into and it removes from our body through the anus. Here it is a part. So children, this is the human digestive system. First one, the food which is entered from the mouth, through it enters into the esophagus, and here the movements are called peristaltic movements, and then it enters into the stomach. In the stomach, HCl and mucus are present. HCl kills the bacteria which are present in the food, and the mucus protects the inner layer of the stomach, and then the food enters into small intestine. Here the small intestine having finger-like projections called villi, it absorbs the food, it absorbs the nutrients from the food and transport to the various functions of the body, and then it enters into large intestine. It absorbs the water nutrients or the salt contents in the undigested food, and then it enters into rectum to anus. So this is the human digestive system.